Hello everybody, welcome back. So today we're gonna be continuing Nier Replicant story, and I think we'll be starting off from reloading our save at the ending, after the ending of ending A. So that should put us at the start of Route B, and I'm very curious to see where we'll start off and how it's gonna be how different it's gonna be from Route A. I mean, how it's gonna be so different, I don't even know it yet. Let me just launch the game. I forgot it's full screen. I'll close this music now and transition to Baba. Here we go. I wonder where we'll start off, and I just hope that my resolution doesn't mess up again, but yeah. I'm curious to see how it'll go, because it said it's gonna be like View Kaine's story or something, but then like, I'm pretty sure we're still gonna be playing as Chi. Well, let's see. Location library. Okay. Ah, Yona fell over.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine,
oh, it's starting from here.
About something from
when we're bringing Kaine back. Okay.
Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time.
In the middle of the cutscene. All right, let's go.
Anyway.
Maybe Route B will like tell us why Kaine was leaving last time. She didn't want to go home with like us and Yona. Kaine's dreams, discrimination. Okay. Oh my god! We just started and this is how we start. Kaine, why? Hello, yellow to yellow, everybody. We just started. This is us waking up Kaine from petrification. This is the very beginning of Route B. Welcome, welcome. Okay. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified the sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from the huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. Back to non-visual visual novel, let's go! A single child, however, had braved the downpour and was now wandering slowly towards the wooden, hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as Annie could remember, and stared. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that had survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with the pale white skin to give the face almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. The rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on. The child felt a slight breeze and watched as the veins slowly creaked to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly towards the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. What the fuck? Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Through the rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder, and before a voice rang out. Yoo-hoo, Kaine! The voice belonged to Dimo, the worst of all the bullies in the area. Aw, what the fuck? Throwing stones? What? As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering across the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seeming indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew that those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. But why? While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, Kaine was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. Oh my god, why? I instantly heard Heather's, Oh look, Heather's going to cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kaine prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. Kids are so... I know, right? But then the parents are just watching. Damn it. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kaine couldn't meet Demo's leering gaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. Yay! The boy grabbed Kaine's face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to run away, but he forced her to gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Not even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on, guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. What the fuck, Route B for bullying? What the fuck? As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. It continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak! Chanted the children. Freak, freak, freak! Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of her tormentors turned into terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from the spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying! He's actually crying! Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves, as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped in the ancient woman standing a few feet away. I'm gonna beat these kids up. It's already happening, I think. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Oh my god! Whoa, 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 whoa! Is this her grandma throwing hands? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the hand Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow! He screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it! What are you doing? Quit whining, ain't no one ever died from a scratch. You hit me with a rock, you stupid bitch, a big one. That thing could have killed me. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for Grandma got hands! Grandma got hands! Demo's face twisted with rage at her words, locking his eyes on Kaine. He took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village! No one wants you here, either of you! Base Grandma. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go! Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The old woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl and placed it around the young girl's shoulders, and then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said, "why don't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall on the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I cause bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." As Kaine's tears turned into sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age and diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt the crossing. You had a duty to fight until your last breath, understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things and somehow emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Of course not! Don't be an ass!" "Grandma!" Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't—" "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you, and if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears! Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live out their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath as if she couldn't believe it was real. "Where did you find these?" This must be like the wreath of lunar tears in Kaine's like little house thing. "Just stumbled upon them while I was out doing the shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, only made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. "Didn't turn out quite right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. "These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but I'm sure it looks good on a pretty girl like you." Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?" "Of course you are. What a fool thing to say." "Thank you, Grandma." Her grandmother smiled. "We're gonna be fine, you and me," she said. "As long as we got each other, we'll be just fine." Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. As they began the long walk home, Kaine gripped the hand with all her might, as if trying to stop smoke from drifting away on the wind. The rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. "I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world." Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane and into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Kaine's dreams, daily life. Oh my god, Route B got hands! What the fuck is Route B? Is Route B just this? I can't! This can't be real life. This can't be the entire route. Thank you for the hydrate redeem. By God, we just finished one dream and into the next immediately. Why couldn't... Yoko Taro, it's time to read. Why couldn't we just have this in cutscenes? What's making this longer is that we have to describe the scene too. Okay then. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as if she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. The firewood being produced, however, was far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about a barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe! Kaine's grandmother flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make even the most hardened sailor blush. "Grandma!" called Kaine. "That you, Kaine?" yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. "Don't get too close, or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake." She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine, close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled into a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, "Grandma! Do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or, a new axe or something." The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The old woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment, then smiled. "Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards." Relinquishing the axe, her grandmother picked up a long pole with wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the more difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with the chores. But Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, the grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter. And rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found on the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude, but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to the task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with a solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Frustrated, Kaine swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it! Crap! She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. Happier now, she picked up the axe and forced it from the wood and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with a blade, but the task was challenging and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. And my logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain, Kaine redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one of the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. "Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you..." Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. "Grandma!" The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. "Get the bucket. Can't let it spill." Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. "Grandma? Grandma, what's happening?" Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. "Stop that! Just stop!" she cried, breathing heavily. "It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip is all." Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandmother watched over Kaine was ending, sooner than either of them had feared. The positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kaine came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. "Grandma, you're sick, and you need medicine. I'm going to the village." The old woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kaine gently pushed her down. "It's all right," she said. "I'll be fine." Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed like an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. "Well, I don't like it, goddammit. And I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up." The old woman watched as Kaine strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark and rainy sky, she was still watching. Kaine moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade. Or worse, Demo and his gang. Demo and his gang are worse than a shade to her. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kaine finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kaine took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. "I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong." She chanted those words to herself over and over, and she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kaine's presence. "Hey lady," Kaine said with a bravado she did not feel. "Where's the apothecary?" The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. "How dare this thing speak to me?" they seemed to say. But Kaine saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. "Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one." "Which way?" Kaine repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kaine cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with a strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But a new emotion had a little time to take root. For as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He had clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand because his gang of followers was nowhere to be found. "Oh my god," he spluttered. What are you doing here, freak?" The insult was delivered without force, and Kaine happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. "Ha!" barked Demo. "That old bitch finally keel over? Go to hell, Demo!" The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head. But before he could let fly a comeback, or worse, a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked him out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kaine under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a brief tour of the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kaine a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic, and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. "You like that picture?" Kaine turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle, but sad. They seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. "That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead a long time now." Kaine didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. "Pictures are wonderful things," continued the shopkeeper. "They let the ones closest to you live on forever." He shook his head slightly, then looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into his sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. "You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw." Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village and word travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I knew your grandmother, Callie, and I think the way that she was driven out of this town is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Callie? Thought Kaine suddenly. She was still mulling over this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from the apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement, but inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. With enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. How long has the VN mode been going? I left for a bit. It came back still being... Yeah. We have been here this whole time. I'm wondering when we're gonna get out of here. This is the second dream. We finished the first one a while ago. And I don't know if there's a third dream. I might have to like refill my water. This is so long. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet were blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. I think they just lost much. Back already, are you? Asked her grandmother with a yawn. Come here and let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Yeah, I wish there was at least art in the background, you know? You just gotta go with your imagination for how everything looks. Well, how was it? Did those bastards give you any trouble? It was kinda fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but. Uh-huh, so anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pockets. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her a portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help me with dinner. But Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons and eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. Staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drip to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, you know, make drawing easy or something. The old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face. It also could have been a boulder, or a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread, all rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But... Hush, I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart, and I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action that she interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no longer, and asked her grandmother to take the artwork down. Hush, said the old woman. I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud. She pondered this for a bit, and then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before, and it makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness. It was a moment that burned itself into Kaine's memory, a perfect blend of pride, love, and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of life like ghosts passing through a hall. But this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. This is a good part to end off, guys. This is a good part to end off, right? Forever. Oh! I'm gonna actually cry. It's been 30 minutes and it's still here. I'm actually gonna cry. This is like a third dream. I need to drink water. Wait. Thank you for the hydrate. You know how one glass of water usually lasts me my entire stream? Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes and it's almost out. What the fuck? Here we go again. Okay, separation. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood and stared at the black object on her plate. She had been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the bemused stare of her grandmother. You know what I don't understand about this is like, they live away from the Airy, but not super far from the Airy that, you know, the Airy was still the closest village for them. Because, I mean, like, technically, if only the Airy people had a problem with Kaine, they could have easily gone to, like, well, the Forest of Myth is really close to them. They seem chill, and they, you know, they'd fit right in. Look at this dream. They'd fit right in. This dream is exactly what happens in the Forest of Myth. And other than that, if not the Forest of Myth, they could also have gone to, like, the village of Devila and Popola. Like, why are we staying in a place that the area is still the closest place to go to in a case of an emergency when everyone there hates you? Route B for black background. Yeah. Alright. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils and made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. Oh, God. I just... Lion King flashbacks. The old woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. It's no bug, you fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell I'd be feeding you bugs? Well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine, and I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. With that, Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, all right. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment Kaine's grandmother saved her from the bullies. As is often the way with two stubborn people, the relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter and hurled abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Berry belly. I'm mixing it up. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna check out the kelma trees and see if they were ripe. I thought we could make some jam or something. Oh, and I'm gonna pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother and held out an arm, swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place sagged like a boxer in a final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing her toothless grin to the world. God damn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. The old woman tilted her head and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot. I don't know why you have to do it today. We can worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to the kelma trees, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face. For a moment, she was a small child lost at a carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, Kaine. Lately it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand and gently taking the wreath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said, as she placed the flowers in the girl's hair, so that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman, and there ain't another like you in all the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you, where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it, what the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, and slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just... Kaine thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. You go get your fruit and your wall and whatnot. I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kaine rolled her eyes and kissed her grandmother on the forehead before and made ready to depart, desperately trying to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kaine could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around. Don't turn around, she told herself, but in the end the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look, and she saw a small bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle with a sad expression on her face. God, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kaine worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. What little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into the wheelbarrow, and she only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kaine pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of the wrinkled brown fruit rolling down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kaine suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. Oh no, gods, no! Her grandmother's house was ablaze, the flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Grandma! Kaine ran then, faster than she had ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kaine's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her, gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to a sudden halt, her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. The massive creature supported itself on tree-twisted feet and achieved balance through means of a large armored tail. Scales, horns, and claws sprouted from its body in a random chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kaine, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into shimmering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. But then the smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement. The horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kaine responded with a scream of her own. "Alright, you bastard," she thought as her scream echoed off in the high cliffs around them. "It's you or me, let's go." The shade-eyed Kaine with bemused interest, and then began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had so gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kaine glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and the flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma! At the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kaine. Alive! Kaine's legs sprang to life as she raced across the yard towards the flaming wreckage of the house. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth and let out a roar powerful enough to uproot the trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kaine tumbling through the air before smashing against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up! Get up! Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, now! As Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of a claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, and then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. Kaine lurched to her feet, only to fall back to the earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire. One or both of them were surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken tail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma, hold on, just a little longer. Her grandmother's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, this distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at its corners. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard. Laughing at us. She had no idea how a mindless creature could experience emotion. There could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved its claws slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward, but she forced it from her mind and began to hobble towards the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that had pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. Give her back, she screamed. Give her back to me. It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again and raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay in the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandmother's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma? Kaine, you gotta run. You can't best this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no! No! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. The thought would stay forever unfinished before she could say another word. The shade's clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof and down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that what she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mess of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had just been in hers just a moment before. For a fleeting instant, she could remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunderous sound that echoed off of the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eased forward, black ichor pouring from its mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as it crept towards its prey. Kaine's body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles, her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, as if trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaine seized the moment. Laughing like a madwoman, she leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaine off like a fly, sending her crashing into the earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if a great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? I think it is. I think I'm bleeding to death. No. Can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaine's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh boy, I'm not gonna say all that. Kill it now. As the spark that was Kaine's slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill and her desire to live blend into one. Yeah, kill it. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Oh, thank God. Who knew Kaine was going through so much? When we were awakening her, man, that was like 46 minutes. Oh my God, I see the light. I see the light.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
Thank God. You should be paid for the VA. Finally, graphics, they're real. Oh, I think I have to fight this guy again. Okay. I knew it was gonna somehow end when her grandmother died, but I didn't think it was gonna be that rough or rip. I thought she was gonna die of old age, but then again, this is a Yoko Taro game, right? Of course, she's gonna die in a morbid way.
This creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
How do I even hit this guy
Not gonna
again?
let this happen again. It dies today.
Well, now I know.
Lighter. It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Now I know why Devil and Coppola is just letting this guy here not doing anything. It was all part of their keikaku. Huh. He was easier to kill. If I remember right. Oh shit! I forgot about his head! This is fine. We're much stronger now. Me's just confused, like, wait. Man, seeing Kaine's story, seeing as the thing was like, go to Route B and ending B to see Kaine's perspective, and I'm just gonna be like, please don't all be a death dream type of thing. I'm gonna lose my voice. If they're all dreams, I'm gonna lose it. Kaine, wake up, I beg you. Please. I don't want to go through that again. No! It's so over for me, guys. Is this the entire Route B? It's so over! What the fuck? Right after Chisa, I know, right? Gently, weakly, softly. The shade, sure that its tormentor was dead, turned and stomped off towards the horizon, stopping along the way to bellow one final roar. Couldn't kill it. Shame beyond imagining, Kaine tried to turn her head to the side, but only succeeded in coughing up a huge gout of blood. It was getting difficult to see, and only after a moment of fierce concentration did she realize her left eye was gone. Laughing to herself, she turned her remaining eye to the ruins of her home and noticed a ragged stump of an arm resting a few feet away. Yeah, that's mine, she thought with a mad giggle. This is gonna make Clappin' a real bitch. Ha! She cried a sudden voice from the depths of her mind. Finally gonna die, are ya? Well, you had it coming. Go to hell, Demo, she thought at the unseen assailant. Go to hell before I pluck out your eyes and feed them to a dog. The voice of her childhood terror evaporated into smoke, only to be replaced by another, more recent voice. Hold still, said the apothecary, materializing from the ruins like a ghost. I want to draw you. That way you can live forever. No, stop. Don't want to live forever. Want to die right here. I see, he said quietly. Well, if that's what you want. The spectral shopkeeper fluttered in and out of existence for a moment, then produced a piece of paper and sketched quickly. After a few seconds, he turned the page to Kaine and smiled. Since you rejected my offer, I decided to draw someone else. It was a picture of her grandmother, real as life. Kaine opened her mouth to thank the man, but stopped as the picture began to blacken in the middle. Before she could say anything, dozens of multi-legged insects began to swarm across the image, tearing at it with sharpened pincers. No! Stop! Don't hurt that picture! Kaine reached out with her remaining arm and waved futilely at the air. To her surprise, the insects fell off the picture into the ground below, where they vanished into tiny black tendrils of smoke. Relieved, Kaine turned her good eye back to the picture, only to open her mouth in a silent scream. The sketch now showed that her grandmother as she truly was, a smashed, unrecognizable lump of nothing. The apothecary smiled and then broke into a jolly dance. See that? He cried as he danced his jig. It's perfect now. She looks just like you. Ha-cha-cha. What the fuck? I look like that? Oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Drowning in despair, Kaine laid her head back in the mud and smoke of her ruined house and waited for the end to come. But just before she let everything go, an unfamiliar voice began whispering in her ear. Ain't you got a wish, sunshine? Yoko Taro, you menace, I know, right? The voice was vulgar and fierce at the same time, as if insanity had somehow found its way to take form. Kaine wanted to scream as the voice crawled under her skin, but her lungs refused to work. You know, a wish, like a prayer or something? Why don't you get on your knees and start praying to heaven? Please, invisible man in the sky, save me! Save me! Kaine finally resorted to shouting at the voice with her mind. I don't make wishes. They don't come true for me. I'm a curse. A freak. I should be left to die. The other voice boomed in her ears. Oh god, you're the best. Kaine glanced down and saw black shiny substance oozing from her legs. She tried to brush it away, but her remaining arm would no longer respond. The substance slowly crept around her feet, and then began to move up towards the rest of her body. Is this death? Is this what it's like? Or is my mind just losing itself? She could feel the slime oozing upward, and feel the hot, searing pain it left in its wake. Whatever else might be happening, she was still alive, and this was real. Come on, said the voice. Let it go. Kaine tried to ignore the voice and concentrate on the pain, but the newcomer would have none of it. Don't ignore me, sunshine. You're ready to give up. Ready to die, so why not let me have it? Have what? Your body! Come on, give it to me, give it to me! I want to stand on the ground, feel the rain, taste the wind. The voice paused, as if licking its lips. When it resumed, it was filled with mad, unabated joy. And I want to take your hands and use them to choke the goddamn life out of people. I want to tear out their throats and bathe in the blood just like before. In response, Kaine shifted her head and vomited. The warmth of it crept down her front and mingled with the pain of the encroaching black ooze. Are you a shade? Yeah, maybe. What of it? The slime reached her face, crept past her nose, and slowly oozed into the socket of her missing eye. The moment it touched her brain, Kaine was struck by the most powerful sensation she'd ever felt in her life. It was ecstasy. She wanted to scream with delight, but all she could manage was a soft, small, whispered moan. Feels good, don't it? Asked the voice with a chuckle. Yeah, what can I say? I know how to please the ladies. Now give me that body. Come on, give me that body and I'll give you more of this feeling. It's a fair trade. The black lump began to protrude from Kaine's side. As she watched, it grew longer and thicker, eventually taking the form of her missing arm. I can see better, she thought. My eye must be growing back too. The slime reached up to envelop the rest of her face, but she managed to brush it away. Stop, she whispered, marveling at how she regained her voice. Stop. The black ooze hesitated, as if considering this request, then quickly shimmered down her body before disappearing in a cloud of smoke. Ah, what the hell, Sunshine? Screamed the voice. We had a deal. I thought you wanted to die. Grandma said, can't die yet. A brief image of her grandmother, bloodied and broken, flashed before her eyes. She saw the shade that had killed her and heard its mocking laughter, and then closed her eyes and forced the image from her mind. Her whole body was quaking with rage. When she opened her eyes again, they burned bright red. That thing took my grandmother. I have to kill it before I die. Kaine glanced down and saw a mysterious pattern. A pattern of shades burn itself into her left arm. Well, I'll be damned, said the voice cheerfully. Look at that, Sunshine. I think you and me are gonna be good friends now. Kaine stared intently at her arm. The more emotional she felt, the more the letters seemed ready to puncture her skin and begin infecting the rest of her body. The arm clearly had a will of its own now. Stop. Gotta stop. Holding her left arm in her right, Kaine took a deep breath and tried to calm herself. Come on, don't fight it, pleaded the voice. Hate's my favorite dish and I'm hungry. Let it go. Feel the anger burn with the fire of revenge, thirst for blood, then go out there and shut up, and get the hell out of my body. Your body? Oh, that's rich, Sunshine. Real rich. Look, why don't we just up and die so I can have this body all to myself? What do you say? Bet those buddy of yours in the area would love to see you dead. Kaine nearly grabbed a nearby piece of glass and tried to saw off the shade-infected portion of her side. Before she could, her darkened left arm grabbed her right wrist, crushing it. Kaine screamed and dropped the shard as the sound of bone crunching on bone filled the air. Stupid idiot girl, you're possessed now, Sunshine, and there ain't no going back. The voice laughed again, a loud long wail that seemed to go on without end. Possessed? Whispered Kaine. Yeah, possessed. You and me? We got what you might call a timeshare agreement. Remember how folks used to think you were a freak? Well, wait till they get a load of you now. Kaine looked up, tears in her eyes. The sky seemed smaller somehow, darker. Is this because of that shade? Is this how they see the world? So, listen, purred the voice. I know this whole possession thing seems a bit sudden, but it ain't that all bad. There's plenty in it for you too. I'm a very powerful creature, Sunshine, and now that power belongs to you. You got enemies, people you want to kill, I can make it happen. That little fat kid who kept picking on you, that big old shade that squashed your granny, we'll wrap them up in their own assholes. No more abuse for you, Sunshine, no more pain. Wait, said Kaine, you're a shade. Why would you help me kill another shade? What, do you think I'm some kind of racist? Some killing snob? I don't give a good goddamn who you murder, honey pants. I just want a drink from the well. Kaine considered this as she struggled to her feet. The power of the shade coursing through her. The smoke from her house was drifting away with the wind, and she enjoyed the way the cool evening breeze felt on her new left arm. After a long pause, the voice spoke up again. So, how about it? You and me. We could have some good times together. Look, I'll even take care of the bloody part if you don't want... Fuck off, asshole, muttered Kaine. I'll handle the killing. Screamed the voice. Look at you go. Oh, Sunshine, we're gonna have so much fun. So listen, my name's Tyran. Tyran, maybe? I don't know. And if you ever need me, I'll just be hanging out in this piece of meat you call a heart. Now, get to it. The more you kill, the more your heart turns rotten and sour, and I like rotten and sour. Kaine found herself nodding at the voice. Yeah, she said. Yeah, I think this can work. I'm gonna find that shade and I'm gonna strangle it with its own guts. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do the same to you, Tyran. Count on it. Ha! Laughed Tyran. I've shit bigger than you, so good luck with that. Oh, and hey, one more thing. Right now, you and me are sharing this body, but if you ever run out of hate, if you ever, go soft, then I'm gonna take over everything. So keep killing, Sunshine, and watch your back. The voice grew fainter and gradually faded away, fading to somewhere deep inside Kaine herself. Kaine waited until she was sure the voice was gone, and then waved her new left arm around a few times. It feels perfectly normal, she thought. It feels like... mine. Desperately, she began poking and prodding at the new limb, determined to find something wrong with it. She didn't want to feel normal. Didn't want it to feel normal. That would mean the creature inside her has already won. I'm not a shade. I'm Kaine. Repeating this mantra in her head, she slowly began digging through the rubble of her house, being careful to ignore a certain red-stained spot in the corner. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity of heartbreaking work, she found what she was looking for. It was the wreath of lunar tears. Though it had been through hell and back, the garland's petals were as bright as ever. Kaine started to place it in her hair, then slowly lowered the wreath and stared at it. "I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm so sorry. But I don't deserve to wear this anymore. I'm possessed, corrupted, a freak. And this time, I don't think there's any going back." Holding the flowers to her heart, Kaine fell to the ground and sobbed. As night gradually lightened to dawn, the people of the area rose to their daily lives. She remained in that position, as if tears could somehow wash away the horror that had now infected her world. Please, 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 please be done.
Alive.
Thank God.
Stay alive.
Thank God it's done.
Stay alive.
Grandma.
Please.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
I'm out of water. If I want more water, I have to stop BRB and then get more. What the fuck? 1 hour. Thank goodness she is awake. Who knew? Route A, we were just like, yeah, we'll kill the shade and then we'll call for her and she's back.
Calling me.
Then this happened apparently. Apparently she was going through this whole death dream stuff. Man.
Of course. I knew you right away.
Thank you, Kaine.
Welcome back, Kaine.
Well, that explains why her other arm is all bandaged. Her left arm.
So, how long has it been?
5 years.
Yes. 5 years.
Shit. That's a long time. Any luck with Yona?
Nope.
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
By the way, this is for you.
Whose POV am I in? Am I on my own or Kaine's?
Is that a lunar tear?
It's not as good as your grandmother's, but I tried.
Aw.
No, it's great. Thank you.
It gives more insight onto why Kaine's reactions are like this.
Kaine waking from her long petrified
God.
sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain.
Black screen
That is,
PTSD, hell
until
yeah.
Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all.
PTSD of this man. You
Are
can't
you
be in
kidding me?
village.
You can't be serious!
Please try to understand. People are tired and scared, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to bear the brunt of that.
This is crap, and you know it!
Hell yeah.
It's okay. We can sleep outside.
No one's sleeping outside. You and Kaine saved this village, and now they want to run you out?
People are afraid of us. And really, I understand.
Oh, maybe we'll see Kaine's
I mean,
POV
look
after
at me.
this. Because after this in Route A, we just had Cheese POV where he's thinking like, man, I just realized I was not really much different.
As long as you're still with us, I can deal with it. Right, Kaine?
I'm used to sleeping outside.
But
We'll see you later.
Sorry about this.
Are we gonna see Emil Kaine POV here? Nope. It's still me.
What is the matter?
Kaine always sleeps outside. I never thought about that until just now. Never even occurred to me. Damn it.
We should turn in.
Oh god. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't black screen. Please don't.
I didn't get much sleep that night. For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end. They said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
I just pray all of Kaine's POVs aren't all just like novel.
To protect it from the horror of the Shades.
I'm gonna say majority of this stream has just been a black screen with text on it.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola?
What I think we had like
In the end, I'm just as bad.
5 minutes of not black screen.
Because I never once stopped to think
5
about
minutes of
Kaine and Emil's
visuals out of
situation myself.
1 hour. Ah! Visuals, come back to me, please. Hell yeah. Yes. Visuals are existing. And I think this is Kaine. No, it's not Kaine. Okay. I was wrong.
I should apologize to Kaine and Emil, but what good would that even do?
I got a fire going.
Wait, is
Oh, yeah, this is new. I don't think I've ever seen this one.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again, Kaine.
Yeah, Nier Automata was a real big improvement on that part. Yeah, I was expecting to actually get Kaine's side. Because, like, when I played Automata first, when you go to 9S, you actually... Playing as 9S, you have the visuals, and nah, we just have the description.
Yeah, me too.
I tried everything I could think of to save you, you know. I polished you with a special cloth.
What?
I poured warm water over you.
Wait, you poured water on me?
Yeah, but it didn't really do much except make you all shiny.
Hey, Emil.
This is
Thanks for
wholesome.
saving me.
I guess you noticed how I look different now.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm sorry for all of it.
Well, I mean, this new form isn't all bad, you know?
Now he can float.
At least I can look at you when we talk, right?
Oh, that's true.
Hey, so why don't you tell me something about yourself?
I'm not very interesting. Sorry.
Okay, have a nice lurk.
Come on, I just want to know you better. Please?
Fine. This all happened when I was a kid. Before the whole shade possession thing. My body is... different. And when the villagers found out about it, they started treating me like a freak. But one person, my grandmother, accepted me just as I was. No matter how bad things got. She gave me the strength to keep going.
I'm actually not gonna lie. This kind of thing here, like where it's just panning across the northern plains and Kaine is speaking, I feel like this is like the kind of thing I was hoping for when we were having the dreams. Like we could pan on the Airy or something and then Kaine could narrate it, but damn,
She's really special
we did
to
not.
you, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hey! That gives me an idea. Since we cured your petrification, we should start looking for a way to cure your possession in my body.
Oh,
I know we can do it if we all work together.
aw.
Heck, it'll probably be super easy.
Let me guess. More warm water?
Okay, can we just forget I told you about that?
Their camping is so wholesome. I like it. Ask Devil if hooch tastes good. Huh. I don't know what that is.
Sleep well?
Sure.
Sure.
And yet your red eyes tell a different tale. Don't be so hard on yourself, lad.
I need to go see Devila and Popola.
Very well.
Okay. Sleep well, yeah, sure, whatever you say, bro. What is this? Is it just gonna be like
I
Yona?
feel confident the child still lives.
Of course she does.
Gold moonflower seed, 900 gold. What's this?
What might that be?
Oh, it's some kind of homemade alcohol.
It's Mom's
I see,
diary.
I see.
I have not heard you speak much about your mother.
Oh, please no.
She got the black scrawl and died when I was...
My apologies for bringing it up.
It's all right. I can barely remember her face anymore. This is the only thing I
Not
have
more
left of her.
reading, please.
Reading it helps remind me of when we were still a family.
I see.
But the final entries get a little strange.
In what way?
Well, here, take a look.
What am I looking at? Hello? What the fuck? Why is it saving? What have I done?
Say there, can you not hear me?
Hello? What the fuck? What have I done? Wait!
Why are you standing about like a slack-jawed ninny?
I'm Daddy Nier!
Sorry.
What the fuck?
Felt like I was dreaming or something.
Sleeping on one's feet is quite the talent indeed.
Yo, I became Daddy
Come
Nier.
now, there's the door.
Right. Let's go.
What just happened? Daddy Chi? Yeah, we became Daddy Chi. What the fuck is happening? We're going here? You'll be unable to save until the battle is over. Okay, sure, whatever. But I don't really know what I'm doing. Where are we? What is happening? Why did we turn into Daddy Nier? This is the world of a recycled vessel, created to avoid the destruction of all. Oh, this is the Lost Shrine. Or bat. Okay, still using my same spells, but I'm like a different person for some reason. What am I doing? I became Daddy, and then my skill level instantly dropped. Banger music though, yeah. What am I doing? What is happening? Mom's diary be like when you open your mom's diary and then you turn like into a daddy. Huh? I didn't know this was the effect. I mean, at least it's not that hard. They're not like the armored shades that we fight overworld. Fighting these guys is alright. Not that bad. Where am I? I guess I'm just gonna keep going down until I hit the bottom. I have PTSD of this staircase though. This is where I couldn't loot anything. I was just running away from the boar. I quite frankly didn't even realize it was this long. No, what if you jump down the middle? Oh my god, what the fuck? Actually just speed running. We actually really just fell down the middle. And it's this shade. That one's not so bad. Yeah, I also didn't expect that to work. What the fuck? It was the end of the stage. I should have taken that shortcut. Medicinal herbs. Expecting an invisible wall. Kinda same. The Black Scroll. A lost destiny. A white book. A false truth. What the fuck? Now I'm at the mansion. I'm so freaking confused. Damn it! It's these guys who know how to block. I'm not gonna lie right now. I actually forgot how to block. Oh, it's control. Are we gonna enter the mansion or are we just gonna be in... I think we're just gonna be out here. We can't shortcut it like the last one. Because it's a one screen. Oh well. What am I doing? I mean, I don't know what's happening, but it's a welcome gameplay change from reading the novel earlier. Maybe it will make more sense once the further we get in. Maybe. I mean, they did mention like the world of a recycled truck. So this is like the Gestalt one. Maybe they're trying to say, yeah, sure, that happened, but he got recycled already. I don't really know. I'm making shit up. But why would this be in our mother's diary, though? Is this like planted by Devil Epopola? Didn't expect me to read, huh? Yeah, I didn't expect it either. I can barely even see what I'm fighting. Honestly, don't know where they are. The lighting of the manor is like camouflaging the shades. Oh, it's done. Mailbox is empty today. Hope I get a letter from she tomorrow. Okay. We still have the normal loading screens with normal Yona diary entries. Soldiers of Salt calling forth the White Death. They are legion who plunge the world into the darkness. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, it's like the manor, but we're stuck in the library this time. Can we go up? Oh, we can. But it doesn't look like there's anything up here. It's just down here. Okay. Come on. You shades aren't even that strong anyway. Dying in like 2 hits. I wonder what I'll get out of this. And how long this is. Stop disappearing! I can't find you guys! Damn these shades. Stop, please! Stay put! I can't do this. Stop teleporting across the screen. I can't kill anything. I'm gonna try using the spear. Okay, the spear is kind of working. But they're now teleporting way too fast for me. What the fuck? Okay, it's over. It's over. One-handed sword fool's embrace. Huh. I got something out of it. The dragon's course brought death to the world, delivering onto it the hour of magic. Oh, isn't this lore? Because if I remember right, the whole Nier thing is stemming from that one ending in one of the Dragon Guards where the dragon gets isekai'd into Tokyo or something. Yep. Okay. So we're actually looking at lore. Okay. Background lore. I suck at the spear. But it's working. As long as it's working. Where's Zeb? Oh. Fuck. Never mind. It's not working anymore. What enemy is this? Swap. Okay. Sword time. I am at least still chipping him. I'm still chipping it. Only from behind. Okay. He has some sort of armor that prevents me from hurting him from the front, I think. Nope. His legs are what I can hit. Okay. Okay, I get it. And I can't hurt him if his arms are like that. Come on. Come on, bro. Open up. You know you want to. Please open up. Ayo, don't be shy. I think it works better if I just walk behind him. It triggers his attack though. I can also forcibly break his thing open. just takes way longer. Come on. There. Progress. Yeah, I knew we were gonna get the medicinal herbs. Okay. What's the next lore? What's the next lore? The black sickness stains the future. They journey to return to soulless vessels. Oh, it's a side scroller now. Okay. No, damn it, they're armored. And I hate this. We're in the Barren Temple, aren't we? Oh, fuck! What the... Bro! What the fuck? I hate the Barren Temple so much. I hate this place so much! Okay, so that happens. Oh my god, I made it! I made it! Yeah, I'm gonna use up all the herbs for this portion. I fucking suck at the Barren Temple. So that's why their enemies are dropping herbs too, huh? It's not even the battle portion fucking me up. It's the parkour. Oh my god. This armored guy. Okay. Okay. Here we go again. Oh my god. We didn't die this time. Woo! Let's go! I got smacked by one of them, huh? Ah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll just kill him. I'll just kill him before I try to jump. Okay, he's gone. Okay. Consumer of herbs, yeah. I'll do it again. Fuck's sake, bro! I'm not even good at the platforming and you're gonna mess me up. Oh, sh... Okay, I see it. It was supposed to be from up here. Oh yeah, we made it! Ah, fuck. No. Why has it gotta be this guy? I missed! That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. We didn't miss very badly. Nuh-uh. We'll give 3, right? 3 herbs. Come on. Kabuki outfit. What the fuck? Where's my 3 herbs? Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't gonna happen. What? Huh? There's a new door. Why is it still going? Well, this is the next door. Checkpoint reached. Oh, so I guess I can exit if I just leave through this door. Nah, man, we were invested in the daddy lore. Terribly sinister. You must be at least level 28. Wait. Ah, don't hit it. We're level 27. Let's leave. Next time we'll be back. We will be back. Got an outfit though. How do we wear that? I want to see it. It said Kabuki. Are we gonna? I want a clown. Come on.
Word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean. That happens to me whenever I read it.
Whenever I read it, I turn into a daddy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, now I noted that that's there. I need to save. Let's overwrite this one. Yeah. We'll leave that one there first. By God. Actually, I don't know if I'll actually do all of the side quests because oh my God. Did it carry over that I'm holding them? No, it didn't. It only carried over that I'm holding Fisherman's Gambit. Yeah, saving good. Don't want to read for an hour again. Exactly.
Oh, hi.
Awkward hi.
I kind of thought you'd never talk to us again.
I understand you're doing this for the village. And that you don't have a choice.
Pretty much,
yeah.
But look, why don't you go talk to Popola? I think she wanted to discuss the Shadow Lord with you.
I'm headed there next. Oh, and Devila?
Yeah?
Sorry about yesterday.
The
I shouldn't
dog
have lost my
though,
temper
it
like
was
that.
going in between Devila's legs, yo.
You don't need to apologize. Anyone would be upset when their friends are hurting. Let Emil and Kaine know that we're sorry, alright?
Alright.
Man. Okay, let's go. Unlock our fast travel with the ferryman again. And we'll savor that he's still around. I'm not sure if I'll 100% the game. But I know for sure for the streams we'll try to do all of the endings. So that's A to E? A to E, I think. Yeah. So we'll do whatever it takes to get the endings. But I don't know about the other side quests. I'm losing my mind.
Popola?
Yo.
Oh. Hello.
Look, I want to apologize for
Stop. You didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but neither did you. You're just trying to protect the villagers. And I jumped down your throat for it.
It's very kind of you to say so. Regardless, please don't let it trouble you.
Not gonna lie. I know they really wanted like Shadow Lord to take my body back, but why did it just let me do whatever? You only need all weapons for all the... Okay. We'll just get all the weapons. I guess that means we have to go into that dungeon thing again, since we got a weapon from there. I think there's 2 side quests that I need to do to get a weapon still. I think. So I'll just have to look into that.
Ahem. I believe there was something you wished to discuss with us.
Oh, right. Yes, about that. You know about the lost shrine, right?
And now we're going back,
where I
yes.
was first discovered.
That's it. Well, it seems that the Shadow Lord's lair is connected to it somehow.
Oh, it was right under our pages the whole time.
But the bridge that leads there is unusable.
So we
take
go
a
to the
boat.
back. Yeah.
A boat?
Yes. The canals
This is the
finally-
same.
It took a lot longer than expected. What with the shades and all. I also asked them to provide a boat at the path to the Lost Shrine's back end. The ferryman will let you use it free of charge. That should make it easier for you to move from town to town.
Thanks, Popola. I feel like you've done so much for me. I'm really grateful. Alright, I'll see you around.
And for the
Bye-bye.
love of everything, be careful.
Okay, same stuff so far. Only minor changes. What's the thing I got? Will's Embrace. Oh, what the fuck? It's weaker. Probably if I upgraded it, it wouldn't be. I don't know. It's okay. We'll go with our expensive Phoenix weapon. Phoenix Dagger. Okay, back to the ferryman.
Path above
he's
the entrance
finally
to
back.
the shopping district should lead to the boat landing.
He's finally back.
How excellent to know the canal is finished. Hopefully this puts our days of running all over behind us.
The faster we can move, the faster we can save Yona. Let's use it
does
as
that
often as we
mean-
need.
Wait, since the quest where the ferryman disappears and dies, right? Since that was just added in this like remaster, then does that mean that he doesn't die in the original one and they just died so that we could get robbed. What's up, Chi? Hello, Jerry. Welcome to the stream. We are we're in Route B. So far there's only been minor changes and then like an hour's worth of novel. Well, welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Hello.
Hey, look who it is. Remember me?
That red bag.
Yes.
My pages.
We miss you, man.
You're the
We miss you.
slovenly half of that couple who refused to stop arguing.
Hey, it's been a while.
Sure has. I've been in charge of this canal since we last talked. Apparently I did a pretty good job with it because they decided to make me the permanent ferryman.
Oh yeah, huh? Congrats.
Thanks. Still, it's not all puppies and unicorns. The old ball and chain is always
Oh,
harping
there
on me
might
now
not be
about
a
how much I
ferry in the
work.
original. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, if you got a place to be, just let me know and I'll take you there.
At the Lost Shrine. But did he really have to die though? There was like no connection to the main story. It was like the filler arc in the middle
Lost
of an
Shrine's up
anime.
ahead,
In
just
an
past this
anime.
cave.
As well as the Shadow Lord's castle.
Let us make...
You'd be like, oh yeah, we have almost everything in the Shadow Lord to get to the Shadow Lord. Anyway, let's have this filler arc that no one's gonna talk about. We're just gonna lose our ferryman. No one's really gonna explain it. What's up with the giant shade or the little girl? It just happened. Oh, we get to see this POV. Hansel. What do you want? Go away, dirty, defective swine. I'm not like you, I'm different. Huh. Gretel was sad. Gretel had a voice. Well, had dialogue that we could understand. That's cool. Oh my god. I hate this place. The back of the Lost Shrine. Such a pain to climb. Ladders, exactly. I hate this. The ladders are so long. Oh my god. Does this mean every ending we're gonna have to climb this every single time? Multiple times? I'm gonna go insane. No! This can't be. Yep! Oh no! We gotta get used to it. We gotta get used to it. I hate this, but then it is what it is. This is so sad. If only we could just float up like Emil. Look at him, simply float. Only last ending is very different. Oh. Guess that means the other endings we're just gonna keep doing this. No! Oh boy. Carry us, Emilia. For real. Emil be our hard carry. Let's go. And now we climb to the top again. Oh, another view of them. You again? Stop bothering me. Grimoire Vice has been taken away. Hansel is dead. There's no reason for me to exist anymore. My life is over. Just leave me alone. Damn it, the shades aren't translated. I don't know what they're saying. What? What the fuck did the shades say?
Ain't you excited, sunshine?
We can hear
finally get to
him!
bathe in blood.
Bro, you had a voice this whole time.
I want to kill so bad I can barely stand it.
Bro, you had a voice this whole time. You should have just voiced your dream moment. I'm so done with this place. I'm so done with the Lost Shrine. Hey, helps out. Herbs still the only things in boxes though. I think it only really changes in the Shadow Lord's castle. What am I doing? Oh, he was already dead. What the fuck? I got bamboozled. I thought that shade was still alive. Okay. Oh my god, I have to fix this again. I fixed this before. Oh my god. I don't know how many more it is what it is I got left in me cheat. Okay.
This is all too easy.
Alright, let's go, 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 go. They're not dropping any new words, it seems. I think it's dead. I'm only killing them now because I feel like maybe we need the EXP. If only for like that extra thing in Mom's diary that we were looking at. We go up here and then we'll go through the rooms again. Oh wait, no, I was wrong. We just go through the rooms. Hi, Captain! Welcome! Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you're doing well. Ah, boxes. This one down. This one to the side. I think that one is also to the side. Cool. And push. Yes. Freedom. Wait, interact with the door. Okay. Oh, bruh. I pulled it all the way to the center. One block. There. Okay, let's go. Turn back, turn back. Oh, the shades have dialogue. Finally.
What's with these guys?
But nobody realizes what they're saying.
Their bodies aren't fully functional.
Say, I've heard of this. A
Cursed area.
Where incomplete shades gather.
I like how we can hear him now. The shade that possessed Kaine. But I assume only Kaine is hearing him. The rest of... Oh, shh! I hate it here. I hate this place. I hate the Lost Shrine! What the fuck? No! I guess it's my fault. I'm dumb. Why was I jumping? Oh my god. Now we have to go back up there. Yeah, no! Why? The Lost Shrine continues to be my mortal enemy. It's just trying to prove that I shouldn't be here. Okay, this time for sure. There's so many damn doors and barely anything is changing. I just noticed that box though. Bro, they changed my solution though. Ayo, the shades didn't like my solution. They changed the answer. I can't believe this. Said I'm walking. Who cares? I'm walking. Okay. How much EXP do I even get from one? So we have next is 35,543. Okay. Well, it's not much, but it's alright, I guess. It'll eventually chip over to something high, to the next level. Though I presume most of my EXP is just coming from boss fights. Because even doing the side quest doesn't really give me EXP. Oh, they all just died. Ooh, I'm feeling stronger. This room, though. Okay. Sun can be pushed out, I guess. And then we pull it over there. Box. And done. I wish they saved my solutions. It would be kind of fun. But then they just randomized it. They changed it into their own solution. And I wouldn't have realized if I didn't fall down to the first floor. I can't believe this. I didn't even re-instance and the solution was different. The violin, though. It makes me feel like I'm actually in danger, even if I'm not. Let's go. Well, the normal enemies aren't really that much stronger, I think. I wonder if the bosses will be, though. Like, maybe the boss scaled up. Or what? It would be kind of weird if I'm the only one who scaled up. Let's see. I see the end. The exit. Okay, fine. It wasn't supposed to be this way. See, even this guy is dying really fast. Hey. Hey, you dropping anything? Nope. Maybe he gave more EXP though. Okay. We're almost to the top. Just a few more areas and then we'll be at the boss. Oh, it's Gretel again. I've treated you all poorly. I mocked you, betrayed you, all because you went Gestalt before the change was complete. But after all this, I think I can understand you. I think we can speak as equals. This makes me very happy. I hope we can spend the rest of our life. What was that? Oh, so the ceiling collapses on them. Is it because of me? Or is it an outside force that makes it collapse? We started walking. Am I crazy?
Kaine?
Okay, there.
Emil? Look, from now on, I'm going to sleep outside with you.
Why?
I can't accept that you aren't allowed in the village. It's stupid.
So you're staging a protest? Fun!
Don't waste your time.
But it just feels wrong.
Can we get the input of the shade?
It's really nice of you, but you still don't have to stay out here with us.
Emil.
You got a super important mission. You can't sleep out in the rain. What if you catch a cold? Besides, I like camping with Kaine. Sometimes we sit around the fire and tell stories, or roast... Emil.
deal. That's enough. I've got a fucking image to maintain.
Or roast bugs? No, I'm kidding. Okay. There was no input from Tyran there.
We seem to be surrounded by a mob of helpless puppies.
Just kick them aside.
Us just brutally going like, yeah, we'll kill all the shades. Oh, Tessera. Yeah, I got a new one. Okay. Was not expecting a new word. Kill all the humans. It is what it is. It's a surprise plot point for Chi to find out later. Lost Shrine roof, let's go. Are we gonna see how the ceiling collapsed and stuff? They seem to be at peace before this. Okay, let's see. Ah, they fell through it. Don't you touch them. Man, they really trying to make me feel pity for Gretel. Even though we're just gonna kill her.
There's dozens of them!
Stop, little ones. They're too strong for you.
These are creatures of the darkness. Lure them to the light.
Aww. I'm just trying to protect the little shades. Because we already killed the brother.
To the end, I see.
Aim for that statue. It's the leader.
Oh my god. I'm not their leader. It is I who rely. Aww. It is they who saved me. I'm still here trying to smack her even though stop hurting my friends. Aww. Feels bad, man.
Oh, you're funny. I'm gonna start crying here.
Feels bad, man. I still can't hit her. Hello, hello, Malcolm.
Foolish creatures.
We are,
you cannot hope to best
we're
me.
here at the Gretel fight in Route B. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by.
Have you felled the beast?
I feel sad for Gretel. Those are my friends. Aww. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
This is one stubborn son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
Damn it! Damn it!
Hey there, sunshine. You ain't feeling bad.
Maybe she. Ah, okay. I guess Kaine could understand.
You got a lust for blood. Embrace the slaughter. All we know is the thrill of battle. Ain't that right, Kaine?
The rest of us couldn't understand, but Kaine could. Okay. Aww. Good luck here. Thank you. It's an uncommon name. Aw, it's okay. Alright. Take two of this one.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh my god, his reactions are funny though. Aww. We're incomplete, but our friends make us whole. Aww. Rip. Sayonara, Gretel. You'll be... At least you'll be with your brother again. And all of your friends that walked into the light, don't worry about it. All G. All G. Now to fight Kaine.
Kaine! Are you alright?
Please don't go into a dream.
I fear there is little we can do for her.
No! Kaine!
What is happening?
Shade time.
It's all over for you, sunshine.
Kaine! Kaine!
I'm appreciating the added dialogue of Tyran. I still don't know how to say his name. Kaine has not voiced it out. Oi.
It's Kaine's shade!
With no other choice, we must strike it down.
Kaine! Come back!
Get down here. Okay. Yay! We did it!
Oh dear.
That wasn't so bad. Went much smoother than the first time.
Kaine!
I couldn't hold it back. I can't be with...
We're always going to be together, Kaine. If you transform again, we'll just stop it again. As many times as it takes. I don't care how tough it is. We're gonna get you back. I like sleeping outside because I'm with you, Kaine. I'm able to ignore my appearance
yes.
and keep
This
going
is where
because
Emil
of you.
Otto plays.
I'm weak, and I'm sad, and I'm lonely. But you make me strong. You're my friend, and I need you. So don't you dare leave me!
All right. Stop crying. And
Yay.
thanks. I'm all right.
Somehow I feel like this is gonna be a speed run of the second half of the game. Like every ending. Okay, let's go get the rune.
Over there.
Sorry, Gretel. You can blame Shadow Lord for putting his castle over here. Indeed. Yeah. Obtain mysterious stone fragment.
And
Yes.
what is this?
It's me. It's got some kind of writing on it, but I don't know what it says.
How remarkably useless of you. Well, let's go ask Popola.
And we teleport back to the village. Hooray! Please, no dream. No dream, Kaine.
It's a
Thank
cipher
God.
of some kind.
Can you determine its meaning?
I think this is the key to unlocking the Shadow Lord's castle. Here, take a look at this. I
Okay.
wrote down all the words I can understand. This fragment is called the Stone Guardian. Given that you found it in the Lost Shrine, the words must mean something. There are spaces here for 4 other fragments as well. Sacrifice, the Law of Robotics, the Memory Tree, Loyal Cerberus. The Law of Robotics probably refers to the Junk Heap, and the Memory Tree might be the Forest of Myth. But as for Sacrifice and Loyal Cerberus, I don't have a clue.
Not a problem. If we want to
No
fill in the
problemo.
words, we just run around the world killing every big monster we find, right?
Oh, splendid. By all means, let us undertake a murderous rampage.
They're just shades. Besides, it's the only way to reach the Shadow Lord.
It's a dangerous task.
Yeah, well, Yona's in even more danger.
But how can you even be sure that she's...
Because she is! Right? The Junk Heap and the Forest of Myth, yeah?
Alright,
on my
let's
way.
go.
Please be careful.
I can't believe this.
Oh, and listen.
We're doing it again.
About
The
Kaine and
dream.
Emil.
The Forest of Myth.
The villagers know how much they've sacrificed, and they're thankful. It's just... they're scared, you know? People can't change overnight. I'll hurry them along the best I can. But can
More
you please give them
dream.
a little more time?
I'll try.
Well, if it's the same dream as before, surely we don't have to read it all out, right? If it's gonna be exactly the same, we can just speedrun it. I don't want 90% of the stream to have just been... Let's fucking... What did I press?
Said we might be able to find a key fragment in the junk heap.
Perhaps we can find a clue.
I was gonna go like, let's fucking go, and I was gonna press the Forest of Myth, but then that happened. We pressed the junk heap first. Oh well. This is fine. Nothing wrong with that. At least we can see if there's some differences in the junk heap first. And if I remember right, all we were doing was gathering materials for him. Not yet the boss fight, so it should be fine. Unless... We already have the sword though. I wonder if we'll go straight to it. We already have the sword after all. Let's see. Already have the sword, you already had it fixed and upgraded. Huh. Curious. Am I going the right way? Okay, this way. Bye. Goodbye, Shades. Oh yeah, how's my EXP after that? Oh, I leveled up! Okay. So I'm feeling the boss fights have a lot of EXP. Okay then. Makes sense. That means I'm already level enough to go back into the diary. We can do that later. Absolutely unnecessarily breaking all the boxes. Let's go. Let's just get straight to it, Gideon. Let's just go for the revenge immediately. Come on. You must assist in the speed run. Work with me here. The flashback, right? Of the death?
Damn! Where'd they go?
Oh! Different POV.
Get him! Don't let him escape!
Huh. Are we gonna die, Mom? My child. I see something. Okay, that's not them. You are almost grown up now, my child. Stay strong. You must run now. Do you understand? Run as fast as you can. What about you? I'll challenge them and give you time to escape. No, you can't. Be safe, my child. Be safe and happy. Promise me that you will remember your mother. Mom? Mom, wait, let's go together. Mom! This must be the shade that's in control of a robot.
Here! They're in here!
Mom, no, don't leave me. Who knew shades were so sentient? Mom, why? It's a robot. Who's there?
Who are you?
I'm Khalil. What's your name?
Military defense robot. Key 33. You are an intruder. You must be eliminated. Error. There is something leaking from your eyes.
I'm crying, you big dumb robot. I miss my mom.
What is crying? Who is Mom?
It doesn't matter. I can't see her ever again because she's dead.
My creator is also dead. He perished hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago, really?
874 years.
Good lord.
10 months, 14 days, 4 hours, and 43 minutes. 44 minutes.
Aren't you lonely?
I am incapable of being lonely, or missing others, or crying.
I'm crying because I don't want to die.
You will die.
If the humans catch me, they're gonna kill me.
Why will they kill you? I will not permit the humans to kill Khalil.
Huh.
Military defense robot P-33 will protect you.
You're gonna help me?
P-33 is charged with defending others. P-33 will defend Khalil.
Aw. Oh, hooray! Thanks, robot. Since we're friends now, I'm gonna call you BP. I guess that's what we're gonna get now. We're now gonna get the backstory, or like insight on how these enemies were feeling.
Man,
or what they were going
tons
through.
Of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh wow! Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
So he attacks the humans because he's trying to protect
I'll
the
be
shade.
fine.
Okay.
Oh no!
Huh? No, honestly, he...
Look out!
Huh?
This part wasn't even the robot's fault. It was just Gideon's fault, outright.
Huh?
The robot was kind of just standing there.
Jacob? Oh god, this can't be happening.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Jacob!
He was just standing there. This is Gideon's fault for tripping over all this stuff.
No!
Genuinely, if BP and Khalil weren't just so happened to stand, if they didn't just so happen to be standing there when that happened, bro, he was innocent. He was framed. BP was framed. He didn't do anything. Wow, that was scary.
The noise of the intruders caused the structure to fail. They should have proceeded with more caution. One intruder has perished.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't think they were chasing me. They seem nice. Yeah, oh my god, they were framed. They were wronged.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Unbelievable. Falsely accused. And only Kaine would know, I guess.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Oh, let's see.
Every interaction with Gideon is always so awkward for me.
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them up.
Okay. Never mind that.
Oh, okay.
See you later.
Wait!
Yes?
I recently got my... I thought you might get some use...
So he's giving it to me again.
You already have this weapon?
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Shh. These things happen the second time around.
Bro!
This sword has seen better days.
Breaking fourth wall there.
It's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now.
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
Seriously, we have to repair it
Fix
again?
it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some
I'm gonna
memory
repair it
alloy.
again.
Only the real big enemies on the second basement level have them, so watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
You got it.
Don't I already have memory? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna pretend. Vice. Shh, these things happen the second time around. Bro, how do you know? What the hell, man? Okay, let's go. Access. Man, if only we could shortcut it. Unfortunately, we really have to go through this. Oh, no flashback yet.
It's a shame about the older lad.
Maybe in the future.
He's but a child.
Sounds like you went
Or
into
the
a
later
dangerous
levels
area
of
for the
this.
sake of the business.
What changes if I take the other elevator? Oh, never mind. Whatever. Let's just take this one. It's right here. Can't believe we wrongfully framed BP. Just protecting Khalil.
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his sibling.
Maybe we'll be able to see why Kaine didn't want to come with us at the end then.
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
Although with her, I think she was with all this insight on why you should feel bad for our enemy. I get the feeling I have a slight understanding why she didn't go, but we'll see. It's also the fact that Tyran is there. Wait. Oh shit. It still got it. We're good. Do I have to go here? Wait. Maybe we just have to go here. I can no longer remember. Oh yeah, this part. I cannot remember what I'm supposed to do here. As long as I get memory alloy, it's fine. I'm taking the path towards the boss. I wonder if this is alright. Instead of going up. We'll see. Oh wait, I'm just taking the damage at this point. I just really wish this minecart segment could go faster. Like the one in Resident Evil. That one was pretty fast. Even though I failed it like several times. I didn't really feel it. Because it went by pretty fast. This one's pretty chill paced. Let's go, 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 go. This should be the place, probably. Can't you push it forward? I'm pretty sure I can push it forward just by being in front, but I can't figure out if I can make it go faster than just being in front. Okay, here we go. Memory alloy time. He's got our memory alloy. Since it's not a side quest, I can't check how much memory alloy he wanted. I just know he wanted it. Titanium alloy. Broken antenna. Broken arm. How about I'll go through all these rooms and then we'll head for the exit after. It might be the right thing to do. What? Come on, come on, come on. Big guy. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Alright then. Wrong way, wrong way. This will open though. And this one. This way first. Ah, yeah, we fight this on the way back. Okay. I don't think a big enemy will spawn here, huh? I think... yeah. It didn't spawn here. I went the wrong way. Randomly got recommended your Portal 2 VOD on YouTube. Glad to see base game choices continue. Aw, thank you. Welcome, Neon. Thank you for dropping by. Glad you're enjoying. Wow. We're currently on Route B of Nier Replicant. And I'm still getting lost, even though I should already know what's happened. Wait. This should do it. Oh, wait. Pick it up. Okay. I think... There. B for bomb. This room might have memory alloy. It's a big room. Past the hallway. The other one is also a small room, so I kind of doubt. But we can go in there just for the sake of saying we went to it. I feel like we should end up with like 3 memory alloy. Maybe. It's just a random guess. Also, I'm trying to look at this guy's number, but he died too fast. I wanted to see. Oh, wait. There's this guy. Okay, so we have 3 now. We actually have 3 now. Suffering from success. Yeah. I wanted to see if he was... what number was on the chest of that enemy. Because we know the boss has P33. But unfortunately, we're too strong. Oh well. Then let's go here just for the sake of saying we went through the entire lower level. And then we can go back to the brother. Then hopefully we will have everything he wanted. Yeah, I figured there'd be no boss here. And then the Forest of Myth is next. Oh my god. I wonder what kind of POV we can get for the Forest of Myth. It was just like an unknown enemy that we couldn't even see because it was just like in a dream description thing. So I'm curious to see how they're gonna get us to sympathize with that one. It was the tree though. It was the tree. It was the shade in the tree. Ah, turn my camera please. There we go. Don't. I wonder how Kaine's feeling, hearing all of the sad pleas of the enemies. That's pretty rough. Is it done yet? Can we leave? Okay. Onward! To go back. Let's get back to Gideon. Oh shoot, this is in the sky. It's okay, I can just jump into them. Very useful magic. No need to aim. Ah. Wait. What's this yellow one? Machine oil. Severed cable. Broken battery. Severed cable. Severed cable. More severed cables. Broken motor. Okay. This one should be the room right before the boss with the save point. No, wait. The circle first. Okay. Going up. They're surrounding us, Roger removing around us. Yeah! My aim is kind of bad, so it's easier to just move into them. I love that spell. Dark Whirlwind, my goat. MVP spell. Even blocks the magic attacks. It works so well. Alright, here we are. This one is the room with the save point. Yeah, it is. The boss isn't gonna spawn early, is he? He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. It's just gonna be a random room, right? Yeah. Boss didn't spawn. So we just leave. Through the elevator. Surface. Wait a minute, if we can take this back going up to the surface, can we just take it the shortcut to the boss next time? Oh. Okay, ready. What's a ship?
A large seagoing vessel that carries freight and passengers over bodies of water.
This is kind of wholesome though, kind of cute. Yay, you're so great, BP. You've learned so much.
You have taught me much, Khalil. You have helped to expand my vocabulary. You have instructed me in the ways of the outside world.
Well, there's tons of stuff I don't know either. Maybe we should leave here and go explore the world.
Because we are friends.
That's right! Yay, it's gonna be so fun. Aww. And then it wasn't, because we showed up. Ah, it's a one-way elevator for us. Okay, rip. I thought I was giga-braining there and going like, yep, we can just shortcut. It's a one-way. Unfortunate. Those common one-way elevators, they gotta make this less common. What the hell, guys? Would be too easy if we could shortcut to the boss.
Pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start upgrading your weapon right away. And since you did me a favor, I won't even charge you for it. Well, actually...
It'll take a while.
This is gonna take a little more time than I thought. No sense in you waiting around. I'll send you a letter once it's ready.
Got you.
That would be great.
Now, the reverse. We're going to the Forest of Myth.
It appears we have some free time on our hands.
Forest of Myth.
Popola said we might be able to find something in the Forest of Myth.
You will forgive me if I seem less than
yeah, I agree with Vice. We should just get it over with. We're also already in the Northern Plains. It's in the same area. Chi brought home a chick with him. It makes little trips and follows me around, and it's just the cutest thing ever. Aw, that's a nice entry. I never saw that one before. Yona really coming in with the all caps. Wait. Damn, I can't just shortcut jump off of this. No! I pressed spacebar and jumped off. We really have to go down manually. Aw. No Giga Brain tactics here. To the Forest of Myth. I can leave those guys. They're just small shades. From kill every last shade to maybe shades weren't so bad after all. They're making us sympathize with every enemy shade. What else can we do? Just spare them. Alright, Forest of Myth, let's get this over with.
The home of that blasted dream.
Agree.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
Super agree.
I hear you.
But it keeps happening. More dream! Yeah. What an exciting stream it's been. Every other hour is just dreams.
Oh, hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
Are we gonna humanize the shade in the tree too?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree.
No real reason.
For prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
It is what it is. Let's go.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Vice is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories.
Based Vice, I know, right?
Form themselves to your liking.
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Here we go again. This looks like the same thing, but I'll just read it for the sake of it. Black, pure darkness, painted over everything, words, scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. I know nothing of this game, but I like the Bookman already. The Bookman is so good. I agree. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of the wind through the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Once long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on thick green leaves of the tree. And once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world, words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves into a pool of memory. From the pool, the words joined together to form colonies, and the colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into the stars. Each star was like the child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is envy! It's envy, let's go! It's the same! A child is here brought low by disease. He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than the bleached sheets upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy too has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. He once did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. One person brings the boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep green eyes. She is the beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming, he knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so, but this conversation never happens. The girl disappears, the boy dies alone. The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within itself. Etched upon it is a single word, envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemies fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of her daughter. Perhaps the child only exists in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream she does not know. Thank you for the hydrate. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go, some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 63 companions, but most are gone. These aren't the same! It's slightly different! I know the girl had brown eyes the first time, and I think she had 57 companions the first time, I think, okay? I could be wrong. So that means the eyes are green now, and then this one is 63 companion, okay. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears the fierce low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She is laughing. She has been doing so for as long as she can remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs until the town that contains her daughter collapses into a pile of dust. This memory has been stored for a long time. It's etched with a single word, loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that its carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. Once seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memories was a black empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion had entered the room. Well, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Chi had entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Chi suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was the Forest of Myth. Its villagers, prisoners of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Chi stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored him to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized that they must listen. They must listen! Vice, look here, look there. A small shadowy presence appeared beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in its hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sounds tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating the precious objects like a collection of cheap playroom toys. Vice, this shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories? The tree extended a branch towards Chi. Without a second thought, Chi brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst forth from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. There's the conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened its mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem, I implore... It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. What was the color of lost envy? Is it green this time? Green eyes, right? Green eyes. It spoke! This shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Chi brushed Vice's comment aside as his sword sliced through the shade's right arm. The shade extended its remaining arm to Chi. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment his fingers brushed against Chi, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out to its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone. 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree had been alone, its heart sealed with heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing its heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginnings of a soul, and the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new unpleasant sensation, but the time was not yet right. I implore you, how many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beasts? 63. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for all. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered to the floor. The key, cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time seemed to dilate around him, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It became difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. Vice, this world is falling apart! Chi, how can a world of letters? I implore. Most important thing. World. Yona! The light was complete. The memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letter slowly faded, Chi was drawn back to the real world, and the tree was satisfied. Oh. I hope that was the last of the dreams in this route. We did it! We're free!
What in the... I never realized...
Chi Storytime ASMR is just me dying.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill them without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no
so
longer
true.
have to worry about being
what just
buried in this
happened?
world of
That was
letters.
us fighting in the novel mode for some reason.
Unless,
every time we're in a quote-unquote dream,
rewind.
every time we're in a dream, it's like in that novel type thing, and it has to be done through the novel. With absolutely no visuals or voice acting, I don't know why. Unfortunately, it's not the first time that has happened.
Let's see if the Junk Heap kid sent us a letter.
Alright, let's go finish up the Junk Heap. The Junk Heap. So you only need to do one other thing after that so that you can trigger the rest of the Junk Heap, huh? Okay, interesting. So we have to go to our house, check our mail, and then go back to the Junk Heap. Okay, got it. We can finish that. I think the next part is going to the Airy. Did that shade just fly off into the middle of nowhere? Then maybe finish the Airy and then that's where we can call it? I don't know. It depends on how long it takes us. Let's see. I know the first time I hit the halfway point here, in Route A, the first time we hit this part, we were like, okay, we're ending stream there. No. This time, we'll do a little bit more. Just to give more time in the next stream of this. We'll probably hit ending B, honestly, next time. But we gotta give more time to it. So let's finish a little bit more. My mail.
You have a letter, it would seem.
Ah, yes. The upgrade is complete. Please pick it up at your earliest convenience. Let's go.
Personal request.
He's done a lot for us. We should see what he wants. Off to the Junk Heap then.
Let's go. If we can finish the Junk Heap and the Airy, that would what would remain is... For the next stream is... the postman, the ferryman thing. And then the desert. Okay. I think that's fine. Okay, okay. Let's do this. I feel like now that there's the ferry, the most annoying place to go to is the junk heap. Simply because we have to always climb that bridge manually. I wish we didn't have to. If this was just a ramp, I wouldn't feel as bad going to the junk heap. And then coming back, we also have to climb, go down this thing manually. Man, so out of the way. Okay, Gideon, we will take down the enemy. Even if it tries to make us feel bad for it. It is what it is. No, oh my god, we're gonna do this and I don't want to do the area, I just realized. Kaine is asleep in some parts of the area, right? That means we're gonna end up having to read again if she has a dream.
Your weapon is ready to go.
Great, thanks.
Okay, we got it.
You know, with a weapon like that...
You were going to
Shadow
say...
of Colossus type paint. Wait, what does that mean?
I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
That's a game, right?
To avenge my brother.
That is a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's the whole reason I've been creating these weapons for the past 4
Gideon.
years. I don't care
Let's
about
go.
money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards.
Which bastards?
The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
The shade has joined forces with a robot.
Amazing game, but navigating some bits of the world is the worst. Ah,
There's
understandable.
A shade in there?
Yes.
And what have we decided?
We're gonna kill it.
Sayonara, Khalil and BP. I wasn't vested in your story. And honestly, you were framed, but it is what it is. We don't know that part. Dang it, the one-way elevator. Now we have to go all the way down there again. It is what it is. Time to murder the poor child and robot. This is so sad. We have no choice. I'm sorry. Let's just speed run to him. Let's go, 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 go. B2. Fuck! Did I press B1? Damn it. Skill issue from the child, not gonna lie. I don't like that sometimes the mouse picks the other option. Where are we? Are we in B1? Yeah, we're in B1. Wait. B2. Let me just use the keyboard. There we go. Okay, this time we're in the right place. Come on. Down there. Oh, wait. It's okay. The enemies are really weak now. This is fine. Hey. Are we good? Are we good? We're not good. What? The enemies are already defeated, but we have to wait for the next one to spawn after they blow up. Are you kidding me? Oh, can I just... Oh, wait. There's no road. Yeah, I can't seem to... Like, I can slow it down, but the fastest I can go is just being in front. Damn. Let me just permanently stay in front. Go. We are not speed. We're trying though. At least we never had to go back into the Baron Temple. Oh my god, I just ate all of that. Enjoy the roller coaster, I suppose. Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you for the hydrate posture check and stretch. The Trinity. The Trinity of Redeems. Being attacked by Beyblades, yeah. Got a lot to catch up on the VOD, but I'm back. Welcome back. It's okay, bro. Most of this is like the same stuff. There's just added sequences. Like humanizing the shades. Love those redeems. Yeah. Like, I feel pretty bad for the guys we're about to go kill, but it is what it is. Wait. P32. Okay, so he's one number behind the one we're about to kill. Okay. I got to see it this time. My god. Why am I so bad? Let's swap to the spear. I think there are like achievements for killing some bosses in certain amounts of time. I don't know if there's one for this one in the Junk Heap. I wonder if we'll get it though. Even though it's not our first time fighting them. Oh yeah, these guys. Okay. We are good. It's a lot of items though. They're a lot of the same. The yellow ones are the machine oil, I guess, is the rare drop. It's okay, let's vibe to the music before we get to the boss. Speedrun. Somehow this part of the Junk Heap specifically reminds me of the abandoned factory.
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine.
In Nier Automata. Yeah, music goes so hard.
All that matters is that we kill them both.
It's one of my favorite things in the Nier games, the soundtrack. Okay, here we go. What was with that gasp? Agree, even though I haven't played any Nier game. It's okay. There we go.
It seems we have found the entrance to our robot friend's hideout.
Right. Let's head down.
Are you mad? We've no idea what lies below.
Beats going the long way around. Come on.
Emil be like, let's save first. I agree. Let's save first. Whee! I didn't open that box, but I remember there was a weapon there and I already got it, so it shouldn't be a problem. I opened that box on the way here earlier too. BP, I'm sorry, BP. What, no subs for Khalil? We had subs for Gretel.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminate.
When he's just trying to protect the little guy.
Looks like we found it.
Whoa, it's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminate.
Boy, he's actually tankier than I thought he'd be. Do it, beep, beat him good. There he is. Subs for Khalil.
Commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs.
Because they're friends.
Down. Take out the shade.
Get me out of there.
Exterminating.
Get down here. He's breaking. PP, wait, that's enough. Aw. You're gonna be destroyed if you keep fighting. Aw.
Must defend.
No, Khalil, you were honestly wrong. For real, for real. No, I can't live without you. Aw. I don't want to be alone again. We really are the villains, for real, for real.
Oh, damn it. That's a shade. It's a shade!
Kill him. Kill him. Be laid inside.
That must be why Kaine was reacting like that then. Okay. Shut up, Duran. We're going through some... Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot of damage. Transformers time.
Exterminating.
Do you have anything to say for yourself, Khalil? In this part? No, nothing? Okay. I thought for sure.
This thing can transform?
Guys, why are you not hitting him? Oh shit, I missed.
Watch for falling debris.
Look out!
Dang it. BP, what are you doing?
Escape. Escape.
Aw.
Escape. Escape. Go. See the world.
Oh, it's the thing they said they would do together. Wait, no, you can stop now. You've done enough.
Must protect. Must fight.
Aw. You won't listen to Khalil.
Where do you think you're going?
And, she is heartless. Yeah. He's doing it again. Oh wait, I was looking at Kaine, not me. Stop, BP's my best friend in the whole world. Stop hurting him. Aww. It is what it is. Oh shit, who am I hitting? Oh, Khalil. We're hitting Khalil. Okay. I'm sorry, Khalil. Khalil and BP. Y'all can now join your creator and your mom. I'm sorry.
Must defend my mission.
Oof. BP, I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. I wanted to be with you forever. Aw.
Khalil. Together, BP. Alone. BP. Cry.
Aww.
You stupid machine!
Get the fuck out of here, Gideon! You're ruining the moment!
Family.
What the fuck, man?
Everything from me!
That was even your fault!
Why did you have to be here?
It wasn't even his fault!
Why you?
Get out of here, Gideon.
Beautiful. What a perfect example of humanity.
I'm with you this time, Tyran. I agree. Wait, hang on. What did... The power of friendship pales in comparison to the power of a big sword. Damn. Unfortunate.
Hey, come on.
We are the protagonists. We had the protagonist buff.
I did it! Now that this goddamn thing is dead, I can forage wherever I want.
Honestly, this thing thought you were a good guy, so it didn't kill you. So
just wait, you goddamn freak! Now I can make all kinds of powerful weapons!
Now you got no machine looking out for you.
Just leave it to me! Leave it all to me!
Okay, stop.
Really?
I don't want to see you hitting BP.
Hatred and madness will never heal a wounded heart.
Maybe it's just all he's capable of right now.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
Yeah, I know.
Meanwhile, Kaine. Wow, lectures, I must leave. Oh, okay. Thank you for dropping by and take care. Good luck with your lectures. Okay, let's go.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Very well.
Okay. We can talk to Popola and I might call it there because I am so scared that the Aerie is gonna have another set of novel moments. I don't want that to happen.
You know, I've been thinking. Why was a shade hanging out with a machine?
It appeared the creature was actually issuing orders to that mechanical minion.
Do you think the shade had a reason for what it did?
Actually...
Look, it doesn't matter what a shade is or isn't thinking. All that matters is that we kill every last one of them.
Right. Sure. The idea of a shade trying to protect a robot is goddamn absurd. Still, you guys should be careful.
What do you mean?
If the shade inside me ever takes over, I'm probably going to attack you.
That's not gonna happen. You are no shade.
The lad is correct. You are many things, Hussy, but a shade is not one of them. Shades, for example, do not come equipped with such foul and scurrilous mouths.
Oh, if only you could hear Tyran.
How about I cram your face up your own asshole, book?
Don't worry, Kaine. If your shade ever takes over, I'll stop you.
You will you? Thanks, Emil.
Tyran about to start laughing like, lol. You sure about that? Well, I'm getting a lot more insight on why Kaine is reacting like that. Oh shit! That means we'll understand what Shadow Lord was saying at the end, right? Because he was doing some shade talk and we couldn't understand what he was saying, but Kaine would be able to understand, I think. Okay, I am invested. I want to know what he was saying. Alright. Next stop. Talk to Popola and maybe we'll be done there. Oh, maybe we could do the diary too. Let's see. Just to lessen the things before the ending. Hey, Popola. What's up? It's the Airy, right? They sent a letter.
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that. You remember the Airy, right?
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
Ah, yes. My greetings to you. Hope your village, everything is... Yeah. Yeah. It's the same. It's the same letter.
Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too confusing.
It really was.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years, and now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural and dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous. I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Let's go.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
Though I'm surprised Weiss can't understand the shades and it's just Kaine. That's a bit interesting for me. I would think that Weiss could understand them, but apparently not.
The area, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
What a soul-crushing place.
Okay. So that would mean, like, if we do this and the diary now, next stream is gonna be the second half of the keys and the ferryman, and then the Shadow Lord's castle. I think that's doable. I think it's doable. Let's see how long this diary entry will take. Gold. Let's go. Let's go.
The diary again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The world of the recycled vessel.
Daddy time. We're finally level enough for it. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, go through the door. This time it wasn't telling me I'm underleveled, so it's good. The apocalypse divided the world into two. One that knows that not that day, but one which has never seen the light or something. Okay. Ah! Oi, chill. Yo, wait, what the fuck did that say? I didn't see. Blade wielding tiger is prohibited. Oh, okay, so I just gotta be like magic guy. Cannot jump. I cannot jump. Okay. Why do we gotta be in this place? The Barren Temple. Oh, 5 medicinal herbs. They're up in the rewards. It was only 3 before. Black and white, 13 packs. Vessels forms waver as they cross time and space. Oh my god, what the fuck? Get him! Okay. It's working. The other way. Where the door's header is green. Is this a maze? Because I suck at this. And I wouldn't know if I'm going the right way or not. Go, 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 go. I wonder if I'm getting EXP from this in here. Only one way to find out. 67,000. Wait, no, that's 6,733. Okay.
It seems we have been shut in.
No, I don't think I'm getting EXP. By gosh. Hang on. Oh boy! These other ones are actually doing the one that I can't dispel with magic. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. The Song of the Ancients remix though goes hard. Okay, we're out of here. Calculated. 5 medicinal herbs. Let's go. The song of man has been drowned out. In its place, the scream of something inhuman. Huh. Go, 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 go. I guess this one's just gonna be a gauntlet, like the second stage of the last one. Go, 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 go. I guess if it's supposed to be a different vessel, it makes sense why my EXP isn't going up. I'm not actually this guy anyway. Done? Not done. How far away is it? There. More. Hey. Oh, don't fall off the stage. Okay. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's go. Let's take them all out. Wow, these guys are so much tankier than the ones in my actual game right now. There. Had to spam the lance. Two-handed sword, Fool's Lament. Don't you just love video game OST? Yeah. It's really banger. I like it. The sky falls with the dragon. The world ends this day. Hey, I'm in Tokyo. Wait. Hey, I'm in a basketball court. Let's go. Actually, not gonna lie, I wish we had more like areas with this setup in the game. I would like to play a dungeon like this right now. This sort of setup reminds me of a completely different game. I think it's called Tokyo Jungle, where you play as an animal and you try to survive. Tokyo's like overrun with other animals. I feel like you start off as a dog. And it's so hard to survive because there's like lions and stuff. Ah! That's what the setting reminds me of. I think I was bad at that game. Like, I feel like I was so bad I don't think I even finished it. Or got that far in it. That, or I got like a certain amount and then I like rage quit because I died. Because I distinctly remember it being a hard game. If that's the only thing I remember, that it's that. It was a hard game. Go, 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 go. Finally, one down. These guys are so tanky. Yeah. What fight is this? The fourth one, I think? Does that mean it's this and then one more? I think there was 5 in the first stage. Okay, we did it. One more? Are you the same one or are you a new spawn? I feel like this is a new spawn. I'm barely hurting him. Okay, broke through the armor. We should be good. But he still has so much HP though. What the fuck? Finally. Man, I wish I could see their HP bar. I'm just smacking them for a long time and wondering if it's working. And how many more of you are gonna spawn? I guess it's because I'm the minimal level for this. Minimum level was 28 and I think we're still just 28. That's probably why this is super slow. Whatever, as long as we get through it. Yeah, we really aren't getting EXP. Stop blocking me! Just go! Just go down, please! Make it stop. Just clear the stage. How strong is this? 400. Okay. It's about the same as the thing I got from this stage. Does that mean the last one I'll get is a spear, maybe? Assuming there's 3 stages. Or, I'm assuming there's 3 stages based on how the doors are positioned. Let's see. I suck at this. What the fuck? Back to the one-handed sword. This ain't working out. Bros. Bros, am I really that weak? Why is it like this? Even the story bosses die way faster than you guys. Please be the last one. Please. I can't do this anymore. Go down. I've severely underestimated how long this was gonna take. I thought this would actually be pretty quick. What's with this ridiculously tanky enemy? When will he die? All his armor is gone. All he has is a shield now. Is it over? Is it over? Why is it not ending? Okay, there. You know what I like about the Daddy Nier? They kept... The puppet priest collects accursed prayers and polishes the vessel. They kept that little bun hairstyle he had when he was a kid. Oh no, we're in Facade. Oh no. Does it really have to be this way? Do I really have to wait for this? What the fuck is happening? Oh my god, it's a slow moving... It's a shooter. We shoot down the targets with our magic. Shit! I missed one. Damn it. If I missed one, does that mean we're gonna be rotating here forever? It's at least speeding up in this part where there's no enemies. Wait. Let me swap Whirlwind for this to Blast. Wait, did it not swap? Oh, it became Evade, my bad. Blast. Yeah, this is more effective. This is way better. Blast is better for this. Oh my god, I can barely see them. There. Freaking the shading of this stage. It's tripping me up. Come on. I don't want to miss any of them. Come on. Wait, that's a boar though. Do we have to hurt him? I don't want to. Fine. Fine. We're not speeding up, so he counts as an enemy. Okay. Are we safe? We must be safe. Right? No, wait. Below us. Okay. Nothing there. Man, this thing is moving so slow. I don't know where to look. It doesn't seem like there's anything left. Even on the minimap. Okay. I see the light. I see the light. It's just gonna bring me out to normal Facade. Damn it. Shooter time? Okay, it is. I feel like I'm playing an arcade game right now. Or like a Yakuza mini game in the arcade, yeah. This is exactly the vibes. Same energy. Hey, leave me alone. Why is there so many bats? This is ridiculous. Is it over? It's over. We made it! Samurai outfit. 4,000 experience points. 10,000 gold. Okay. Okay. Is there gonna be a third door? Ha. Just as I suspected, a third door. See, it looks like it's complete now that there's 3 doors. It's just not gonna make any sense if they add more. What level is this door? 33! Holy sh... We're not ready. We are not ready for that one. In the future. Not now. Nice of them to put the background lore there, though.
My word.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from a most unpleasant dream.
I know what you mean.
They say the same thing when they exit. Okay. Let me see the menu here with Grimoire by... Oh, wait. I should put it back to my whirlwind. Whirlwind. Then... more Vice. Hey, weapons are 87%! Let's go! Okay. Fragments. Now it's just the Loyal Cerberus and Sacrifice. Okay. What about the outfits that we got? Huh. Well, let's save. That should be it for me today, honestly. The whole dream sequence at the start really threw me off. Let's end it off there. But thank you everybody for tuning in to today's Nier Replicant stream. I really appreciate it. Had fun. We made a bunch of progress in Route B. We could probably finish Route B next week if all things go well and we don't get stuck anywhere. But yeah, thank you for joining today's stream. See you guys tomorrow for... I wish it was morning all the time. Don't really know much about it, but it's basically a survival game. I picked it in line with it being October, but yeah. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys next time, and stick around if you want to raid. Bye-bye!